trash unit, very underwhelming, utterly disappointing, unfair treatment from the devs. Those statements would probably come out or even pop out from players that have been waiting for EVA's kit or even unofficial showcases. Okay, in this video we are going to make a kit breakdown of EVANESCIA and determine if she is really overshadowed or maybe underrated. Let's start. EVANESCIA, or should I say Eva, is a 5-star limited physical elation character. She's going to be the main DPS in the team, and unlike Super Wolf that has Sparksy as her sub-carry, Eva potentially wants to be an hyper-carry setup. Her main source of damage is going to be in her ultimate that has a very high energy cost, and she could feel this by relying on a certified banger as well. Eva's performance will likely be better when facing a single target scenario, since the lesser the enemy is present, the more damage instances triggered from her ultimate. Eva also capable of self-buffing. She could gain extra crit rate as well as elation stats based on a certain percentage of her crit damage. Eva has a base attack of 737 and a base speed of 104. Meanwhile, the bonus stat that will be given once you unlock all of her traces are speed, crit rate, and elation. Eva's basic attack is truly nothing special. She only deals physical damage to a single enemy, and unlike Super Wolf, she does not even have enhanced BA. Her skill, however, not that useless. It will damage to 3 targets, each dealing physical damage, and also generate 5 punch lines. As for the star of her kit, the ultimate has 240 energy. When it's full and ready to be activated, Eva will deal 240% of physical damage to all enemies, followed by additional 5 instances of damage, with each instance dealing physical damage equal to 160% to one random enemy. So she is really dependent on her ultimate, but her ult alone costs quite high. If you are wondering, is there any way that we could fill her ultimate to make her deal consistent damage? Well, the answer is in her talent. When this talent is unlocked, Eva will gain elation equal to 25% of her own crit damage. When she receives energy, she will also gain the same equal amount of certified banger, and vice versa. But you must take note that the certified banger obtained this way cannot exceed 100 points. When she possesses certified banger, all of her skill and ultimate damage will now also deal physical elation damage. No need to worry that she has an absolute high energy cost, because when the amount of certified banger reach maximum, her ultimate will be counted as in max value as well. When she reaches 240 energy, her Fox will deal AoE physical elation damage, then give Eva 10 energy. As for her elation skill, it basically deals AoE physical damage, and additionally will generate herself a 10 points of certified banger. Eva really want a crit damage in body piece since it's her source of elation. That's why, to make it balanced, they give extra additional 30% crit rate in her A2. This passive also lets Eva ultimate to deal extra 4 bounce when there is only single enemy left. And when the enemies are 3 or more, or 2, the bounce attack will only trigger 1 or 2 extra hits. So her performance is going to shine properly in single target scenario. Moreover, if the character in the team are the first one to cast elation skill before Eva, she will keep the 50% of certified banger for herself. And then her A4 is going to be the buff for her companion, which is the Fox. After it attacks, it will now inflict 12% vulnerability to all enemies present in the battlefield for 3 turns. As for her A6, when a teammate's certified banger ends, Eva will convert half of it into her own certified banger. So from her kit alone, she naturally gained easy access to certified banger, thus she could also have more energy thanks to her talent. But it's a shame that it kept only at 100 points. That's why the presence of sustain like Huohuo is greatly appreciated in her team. For the technique, she will attack all enemies from range, and after entering the battle, she immediately gained 20 points of certified banger. Now that's her entire kit, it's time to talk about her investments. Early leaks said that her eidolon is not that good and game changing. Let's just discuss it now. When you have her E1, she will gain all type rest span by 20%. After her Fox attack, Eva will immediately launch one elation skill, which will grant her additional 10 certified banger stacks. So this eidolon is here to make her spam ultimate more. For her second eidolon, she will gain additional elation by 25%. The vulnerability from her trace where the Fox hit the enemies now will stack up to 2 times, giving them 24% increase in damage taken now. Then we go to her fourth one. Eva's damage dealt now will ignore 15% of the enemy's defense. As for her E6, the elation damage dealt by Eva may remakes by 25%. When her team members deal elation skill before her, or when their certified banger duration expires, Eva converts it and will gain 50% certified banger for each scenario. When casting ultimate for the first time, Eva will get 120 energy, and this can only be triggered once after 4 ultimate usage. If you look at it, it seems like EVA does not have game-changing eidolon like Silverwolf does, but it actually makes sense since the main push character now is no longer her. So I guess if you really want her eidolon, E1 is enough already. The additional rest spend is actually pretty significant, and with this eidolon unlock, she will easily spam her ultimate more. So I guess this makes her Lightcon more valuable. Alright, let's talk about it. Her Lightcon has a base attack of 635, and the user will immediately gain an increase in crit damage by 60% and energy regen by 10%. When the user of this Lightcon max energy is above 120, for every 10 points of energy that exceeds the value, will further give them an energy regen by 0.3%, up to a maximum of 360 max energy taken into account. Additionally, when the wearer uses their elation skill, increase the damage taken by the enemy by 15% for 2 turns. Okay, many people say that EVA's current situation now is like EVANESCIA a year ago. His banner was released alongside the main push anniversary character, where they put a crazy effort to make Caster's animation, while for EVANESCIA they only did a tiny bit of effort, maybe even did it while sleeping. But it turned out EVANESCIA was a really good DPS. His multiplier is only like 700% on bound skills and 160% on single target, while having about 800% on 5 target ultimate. If you look at it, EVA seemed better in multiplier. For 80% single target, 960% on her skill to deal damage to 3 enemies, and her ultimate has a multiplier of 240% on 5 targets, while 2160 in single target. Both are a very good unit at low cost. But maybe the disappointment came because EVANESCIA turned out to have a very good support that came several patches later. That is Seridra and even Cyrene. But EVA now only have Yao, EMC, and Huohuo as her only supporter. Maybe in the future she will have someone that can elevate her performance better. Moreover, it turned out Superwolf and Sparx's E2 are crazy good, so that's why they are significantly superior compared to EVA, whose E2 is actually not worth it. But looking at the good side, at least EVA's team is currently existing, and with the two of them being a free unit. While a player needs to wait a couple of months until they realize EVANESCIA's true potential as a very great carry comes from both Seridra and Cyrene. And compared to EVA, EVANESCIA even don't have any good eidolons, right? At least EVA's maximum potential is only locked behind E1. So if you want to make her great, you can just pull her E1 rather than wait for another dedicated support in the future. The conclusion is that I think EVA performed well even at 0 eidolon, and she is not even a main push. Others are looking down at her just because the other 2 elation units are having a game-changing vertical investment. So when it comes to which character can have a great synergy with EVA, I could say there are not many for now, but at least with Yao Guang, Elation MC, and Huohuo as the sustain, this composition can work well. Yao Guang is no doubt the best elation buffer right now. Her skill can boost the whole team member elation from her own elation stat. On top of that, her speed can either be functional to generate more SP and to help her quickly fill her ultimate, as it functions not only to give her party a rest spend bonus, but to give AHA immediate turn. EVA technically does not deal much damage from her elation skill, but the frequent AHA instant can help her to generate more certified banger for her ultimate needs. As for EMC, it's a decent to good supporter for a hyper carry elation team, which in this case is EVA. Their ultimate will not only boost her crit damage that she needs, since, more crit damage translates to more elation for EVA, but the buff will also let EVA to immediately cast her elation skill. This way, more certified banger that EVA gains, that means more energy as well for her. I can understand that some people say the current EMC are not as good as the other variant, but well, this is just a V1, maybe there will be more drastic changes in the future. Now for the sustain, I could say Huohuo is the best, though after seeing some showcases on the internet, it turned out that EVA alone is actually enough to let her deal consistent damage with her ultimate. The key to her consistent ultimate uptime, to be honest, is her own signature Lightcon, I believe. Meanwhile, Huohuo's ultimate regen is not that 100% impactful, to the point that EVA is completely trash without it. But it is just something that will be hugely appreciated by EVA, and no other sustain can fit EVA playstyle for now other than Huohuo. So that's all for today's EVANESCIA kit breakdown. For EVA mains out there that watch this video, I know you might feel a little bit disappointed with her V1. So what are your hopes to her V3 later? Do you keep expecting a huge changes to her kit? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Turn on notification as well so you won't miss out on any of my Star Rail content. I will see you guys on my next one. Bye bye!